Hey guys, I'm going to show you how you can really easily make a messaging app with Gloop. This is a blank project. It's got nothing inside of it. Now I'm going to drag in the Gloop SDK. This is the way that you set it up. You drag it into the framework, into the project, sorry. And then also we initialize it with a key. Now this key you just get when you sign up to Gloop on the website. So let's paste that in. And we'll put that at the start of our app delegate. So there we go, we should be building perfectly. Brilliant. Now for a messaging app we need to create a messaging object or a message object, something that stores the messages as they're being sent. Now I'll create a new file and name it message, and I'm just going to subclass NSObject. Okay, on this message we need to give it some properties. So one property might be an ID, which would be an integer value for now, message ID. Another property might be, oh, I'm putting these in the wrong place. There you go. Another property might be a chart. Let's make it the sender. And then finally the third property will have the actual message itself. Cool. So now we've got our message object all set up. This is a standard object. I'm going to show you how we turn it into a Gloop object. We literally import the Gloop SDK and then tack on the Gloop protocol. Now we've got a special message object. Let's go and create one of our message objects. First we need to import the header. A message equals, let's give it an ID. Let's give it an ID of 1, and let's give it a sender of Rob, me, and let's give it a message of hello world. Now you'll notice that this is just normal message objects, we can't do anything on it. But we've tacked on with the Gloop SDK this special save method. So we can directly call save on that object now. So let's test this and see what happens. Let me open the documents for this iPhone simulator. You can see as it's running, stuff's going on in the background, and it's now created this Gloop folder in the documents. If we open up the SQLite database that's been created, we can actually see that messaging object inside of there. So there we go. We've now stored and persisted data within an app with literally a few lines of code. How simple is that? We can then synchronize this with the server with just one more line of sync called sync, and everything else just within this simple SDK. Now let me show you the performance increase of this. So let me close this and close the simulator, close its code. Okay. Now this is Realm. I've created the identical app to what we had a second ago in Realm. This time what I've done is I've made it save 10,000 messages. So if you have a look here, identical app, Alex, and this time it's saving 10,000 of them in a loop. So let's profile this and see how long this takes to run. We'll use the time profiler. And here we go, ticking away. And you can see it took around 3 seconds to run. And I've found it take between 3 and 5 seconds generally. So it took Realm 3 seconds to save 10,000 objects. Let's do the exact same thing but using the Gloop messaging app that we built earlier. Let's have a for loop. 10,000. And let's tidy this up. Now let's profile this. And again, I'm going to bring up the folder so we can see the documents as they're being created. In fact, I'm going to wipe this so that we've got a clean slate, so you can directly see them. And I'll profile this with the time profiler. And we'll run it. And we're done. Now you can see after the program's booted, the GloopSDK took 313 milliseconds. So we're talking about a 10-fold increase on performance over Realm, which is already the fastest thing out there. And we can have a look inside of the Gloop folder to just check that everything's been written. And there we go, we've got our 10,000 messages all been saved right the way down. So there you have it. That's how we build a simple app that allows us to store and persist data with the GloopSDK. Don't forget that this also enables you to sync it with a server using Docker and Golang.